Hello, and welcome to another episode of Break Cycle with me, your host, Joshua Smith. Hope everyone's having a wonderful Tuesday. We made it to another Tuesday. I was quick with that one.
Yeah.
I was pretty quick.
Normally there's about a 3 or 4 second pause.
Yeah, normally it takes me a little while to really get into it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I start the intro, and then the intro ends, and I'm like, oh shit, I have to do things now. And I never remember what day it is. Anyways, you know what I mean? So, yeah, we got a great show for you guys tonight. I'm very excited. Before we get too far into it, let's talk about some sponsors. Of course, we have TopLobster.com, the man, the myth, the legend, my good friend and partner on Break the Cycle, where you can get this great Read Mises Not Mark shirt that you see me wearing tonight by using BTC at checkout for a 10% discount, or you can join the Patreon Subscribe Star, become a member of the YouTube channel under all our videos by hitting the join link, where you can get into a private Discord server and get all of Top Lobster's new gear up to 2 weeks before it goes to the general public at like a 30% discount. Great stuff, man. You'll definitely be supporting us both. If you do like $5 a month to the show or $10 a month to the show, and you're buying Top Lobster's new gear, it's actually saving you money and you're supporting us both. So we would really appreciate that. And of course, executive producers of the show, AnthemPlanning.com, for all your emergency and crisis planning needs. Check them out today, see what they can do for your business, home, and personal life. They're doing a wonderful job that the government has historically sucked at much cheaper and much more efficiently. They help organizations solve unsolvable problems in the technology and HR arenas. Their team leads by example. Anthem consultants have led their own organizations through demanding periods of change. Now they help clients succeed in the face of technology and personnel challenges. Guys, we got a great show for you tonight. I'm excited, but let's check in with my wonderful co-hosts, Mr. Fisher and Mr. Kurtz. Guys, how are you doing tonight? I did say AJ first, but that's okay.
Yeah, you took too long.
Wow, this got really gay. This just got really gay. By the way, Ryan is unmedicated.
Yeah,
tonight.
I was just gonna say I am unmedicated today, so you get to see the full extent of my ADHD. And so if it looks like I can't sit still, it's because I fucking can't.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
This is the perfect show.
These guys have never experienced this before. It's something that like doesn't happen very often.
This was the perfect show.
I'm kind of insufferable when I don't have my medication.
I actually have already started to enjoy you more. You're not like pausing between every word like you normally are. You're actually going full stream of consciousness, which is awesome, and I appreciate that.
I don't know. The way I would describe
you just messed it up.
Well, the way I would like describe it is it's just like a weird like I'm like vibrating at my core
and it shows. You look. Listen. Here's my thing.
Weird.
Here's my thing. ADHD. I have ADHD fucking horrendously, dude. Like terribly. Yeah. Okay. I am never medicated for my ADHD. It's not something that I do, because it literally takes who you are as a person, that excited, energetic, like wonderful person that may annoy some people. That's fine. And it turns you into this like zombie of a person that's half the shell of your former self. And so I am not a fan of ADHD medication, especially not for children. And we are 4 minutes and 31 seconds into the show, and I can already see a better Ryan right now.
And the thing is, you might be the only person that likes unmedicated Ryan better than
I think that
Ryan.
I personally
could not form deep friendships until I started.
I think that you personally do not like unmedicated Ryan because you have to feel your mental illness.
No, I just like to be able to get things done and not be extremely uncomfortable when sitting for any sort of extended period of time. And I like to be able to be in control of my thoughts and my attention to some degree.
Sure. So, I love it, dude, already. I'm stoked. Yeah. AJ, how are you tonight, buddy? We're going to sit here and psychoanalyze Ryan all night long.
Yeah, this is interesting.
I like it.
Doing fantastic. Still Chinese balloon free.
Chinese balloon free, baby.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unvaxxed.
Nice.
By the way, give me some yep cocks in the chat.
Yeah, he needs some yep cocks in the chat. People are already coming in the chat because they love our guest. Secretly, even if you hate our guest, you love our guest. As someone who has stayed on our guest's couch for several days in a row in Boston, Massachusetts, I can tell you that he's one of my favorite people, despite his autism. He is a great, wonderful human being with a huge heart. And you would never know that by only interacting with him on Twitter. But he is a huge-hearted, wonderful man. He is 1/100th of the host of Tower Power Hour, our good friend, the regional shitster, Mr. Toad. Sir, how are you doing tonight?
What's up, homos? I'm doing all right, and because I can't see any of you, I don't even know how many people are even here. Like,
There's three of us in the studio now. We have me, and then AJ and Ryan, and then Ryan's probably going to be the one that sounds like he's on meth tonight because he's going real hard.
My natural state is essentially just me on meth.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I was just preparing for him to sound toothless or something like that.
No. Jesus. No, just he's going to talk a little faster than he normally does tonight, which is good. I like that, Ryan.
Well, the better to blow me with. So.
Yeah, exactly. The toothless. If he was
I think the Modelo's going to like modulate it a little bit.
It's going to modulate it.
And we'll be able to understand it.
I'm going to be honest. This is the first time I've ever had a drink unmedicated, so I don't know how this will.
Oh, this is going to be.
This will affect
awesome.
me.
I am trained in submissions, and I'm a martial arts expert. So if he needs to be subdued, if he gets unruly,
we can subdue him.
I'm a wily
subdue him.
You're a BJJ guy, and I wrestled for 14 years. I think we could take Ryan.
No, I'm just saying for him, where he's in a safe environment.
Oh yeah,
we're not gonna freak out and hit you with a pole.
Yeah. He's well versed in folding laundry when people are in them. So well, we can definitely hug you.
I'm just a BJ guy, and I'm definitely well versed in getting hit by a pole. So
yeah, he's Toad is like, all right, guys, when does the BJ start? You know what I mean? That's okay.
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
He's here to get.
He's like, I'm here for the gangbang. I'm here for the gangbang. And you guys, what movie was that? What was that movie where the guy finds out his wife's been cheating on him, and then the door rings and he comes down and he opens the door and the guy's like, I'm here for the orgy? Or no, I'm here for the gangbang? What movie was that?
Oh,
I know the scene.
Oh, fuck, dude.
Wolf of Wall Street?
No, it was a comedy. It was like Old School or something.
It feels like a Jonah Hill or Seth Rogen joke.
I think it was Old School. No, Old School's the one that had Will Ferrell and Luke Wilson. And it was Luke Wilson's wife. He caught her cheating on him.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah. And he's like, "Are you serious? How many? How many?" And she's like, "A lot." And he got the guy hiding in her closet. And then and then the doorbell rang at the end of that scene, and he opened it, and the guy's like, I'm here for the gangbang."
Oh yeah,
that's Toad. Toad's here for the gangbang.
He was definitely out of the closet. Yeah, well, when I appear at a gangbang, I'm usually in the corner jacking off.
Yeah, so. He's Toad has a
foursome.
No, Toad has a tiger mask, and he just stays in the corner keeping it loose. You know what I mean? That's how.
That's right. Or the anonymous mask of Break the Cycle fame.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's the anonymous mask and provides complimentary fluffing.
For you guys that don't know, I think Toad. Was it episode 2?
I want to say it was 5.
Was it 5?
Yeah.
I had Toad on the show once before, but we were bringing on random people and having them named as Ace from Twitter. And I had Toad. This was like when I first met Toad, really, when we first really started talking a lot. And he's like, "Yeah, I'll come on the show." And he showed up to the show with an anonymous mask with no shirt on.
That's right. Oh yeah, I forgot. I was gonna go no shirt tonight, and it completely slipped my mind because actually I've been on the show twice, and my nipples are shown on both of those episodes.
Yes.
So
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you came on the Tower Power Hour show as well.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
Let's make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, there we go. You can't come on the.
We got to see both of them.
No, just one's fine.
Show one.
There it is.
There we go.
Are those? Do you have puffy nips?
Are
they?
I don't think I panned to Toad when he showed his nipples this time. I don't think the viewers got to see him. You got to do it one more. You got to give him one more, Toad.
Really?
Toad.
God damn it.
Yeah, I have a theory about puffy nips. I can tell in a boxing match, win if they have puffy nips.
Because the puffy nipple people can win.
Puffy nips is like a slight underdog.
Slight underdog.
Slight underdog. Yep.
Damn, that's too bad. I got puffy nips.
Not to me. Puffy nips are my fave. So
yeah,
I definitely have puffy nips, dude.
Team puffy nips.
Sure.
Yeah,
if you're up against a guy with non-puffy nips, as a betting strategy, I tend to put money on the non-puffy nips. No offense, just if you don't know what.
Unless it was me though, right? Because I do have puffy nips.
If I knew the fighter, obviously, that's inside knowledge.
I'm waiting for my Ukrainian refugee wife to get over here. So
did you order one?
A lot of them have puffy nips. So yeah, I did.
I bet they do.
It was mail order, but she might be dead. I don't know.
Yeah, she might not have made it through the tanks.
Ukraine's probably got a higher puffy nip percentage per capita.
I'd imagine so, dude. They do eat a lot of dough. You know what I mean?
Puffy nips.
Yeah, they eat a lot of dough. I feel like something about the yeast makes them rise.
I think it's a genetic thing. I think
it's
there's a genetic
genetic, yeah.
component.
I think
Yep.
it's just soy.
I don't think you can make puffy nips. I think you're born with puffy nips.
Is this a real thing that happens in Ukraine? They have like more puffy nips per capita.
Eastern European. I don't know. I watch a lot of porn, man, and that tends to be.
Yeah, I was gonna say sources
That's
would say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this
Sources
past
would say.
week, I discovered one of my new favorite images, and it's just works cited, and it's a crack pipe, and I feel like that's HA right now.
Oh my god, dude! I'm just stoked to see you cracking jokes and smiling and laughing. And fuck, dude, this is good.
I love it.
I crack
I love
jokes and smile and laugh.
This is good, dude. I love this, Ryan. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I think our viewers are gonna love this, Ryan.
This is a more fun Ryan, but he's wholly incapable of being productive as this Ryan.
You haven't once like spurged out on some random ass like topic yet, dude.
Oddly,
I love
it's more
it.
relaxing.
It's gonna
It's
happen.
more, from our perspective, you're more relaxed, right?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, I
Yeah.
am.
Isn't that correct?
I
You
am
seem a lot more
so
relaxed.
Much less relaxed.
You seem a lot more
I
relaxed.
am like
Yeah.
ready to fucking jump out of my seat.
You seem so much
Yeah,
more
maybe
relaxed.
it's torture to Ryan, but to us, he
No,
seems
this
more
is-
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because usually you seem like really high strung when you're trying on the show. You're like, and then like, now you're like fucking perfect,
Really?
dude. Yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. I've never felt this.
It's
high
not. That's
strung-
not true.
I've never felt
It's
this
not
high strung on
true.
the show before. I feel like I am just like fucking going like nuts.
This is my favorite.
Electricity, like electricity.
Like I don't like.
Dickie said you seem more spurgy on the meds,
Yeah.
and he's right.
Well, you said
tend to
I
agree.
feel 50 times more spurgy off of it.
But that's not what you're
I
presenting
feel
as.
like,
Okay,
I almost
listen,
feel like I'm yelling the whole time.
listen. That's not what you're.
weird.
It's like a man that wants to be a woman but still has a beard. That's not how you're presenting, buddy. Okay. You're presenting much more relaxed and cool and collected, dude.
It's ma'am. It's ma'am.
That is like the fucking exact opposite case of what's like going
Yeah.
on in terms.
We're on the other side of the looking glass.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah, you've presented yourself as a male, even though you're trying to tell us that you're female. For sure.
I'm passing.
Todd,
I
we
don't
see
even-
Toad. We seen your nips, dude. You're presenting as a female, buddy. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, yeah. I have boobs. Yeah, obviously.
So do I, buddy. So do I.
Toad might have bigger tits than my wife.
Oh my goodness.
No, but
dude.
you can have boobs. You can even have man boobs and have non-puffy nips.
It's
I've
true.
seen it.
Yeah, it's happened.
I've seen it.
It has happened, dude. Toad, what's
Yes.
going on with Tower Power Hour? What have you guys been up to, man?
Tower Power Hour, we have entered March. So, in the spirit of March Madness, we were doing a bracket throughout March, which is March mass shootings, and we are determining what we think is the best mass shooting.
Of course you are. Of course you are. If you weren't offending people, would it even be a good show?
No, it definitely would not. And we have our resident mass shooting expert, Mark Random, was on the first episode of it. And I think he's going to drop in tomorrow night's show, too, to do the other side of the first round, because he just comes in and spurgs out and knows like every bit of information. Like, oh, yeah, this shooting, that was this shooter, and he had this exact weapon. And that was.
Is this guy,
like,
is he like a mass shooter in the works, you think?
Probably. Have you seen this guy?
No, I haven't. But you know what? That's probably not true. You know, the people, they say that like on average, like 99.9% of the people that are obsessed with like serial killers per se, right? Have no serial killing bone in their body whatsoever.
Oh, I'm obsessed with serial
So am
killers.
I.
When we get to our September serial killer bracket, I'm going to be the
See,
expert.
See, now that's something that I'd be super stoked to be a part of, because I am obsessed with serial killers. In fact, I'm
should do it.
talking about doing a true crime channel on this channel and starting to do that soon too. So yeah, man, that's like my shit. I watch true crime literally all day long. I fall asleep to true crime. I watch shit about fucking serial killers all the time. I mean, it's like my obsession. I've read most of Murderpedia, if you are familiar with that.
I am. I also spurg out on the true crime as well. But Josh, unfortunately, I have to let you know that you are therefore a white woman, and we genocided you last April in another bracket that we did. So
Oh my god, dude. We genocided you in the last bracket. Well, hey, hasn't it been like it's like one of the it's a part of the three-prong goal of Tower Power Hour to rid the world of white women, isn't it?
Yeah, that is one of the main goals for sure. Yeah. That might be the only goal, really.
Yeah, that's their main goal is to get rid the world of white women. And I
Yeah,
don't know where
Are
my
white
fiance
liberal progressive women like first in line? Like, do they get
yes,
like
they go first. dude,
Yes, for
Delta
sure.
first
First
class?
against the wall
Okay.
is the progressive liberal women
Appreciate
for
it.
sure. Yeah,
That's right.
they're the worst, right? They're literally what like the term Karen came from.
Is this the
Fucking
one
worst.
case where we honor pronouns?
Yeah, I guess so, dude. Fuck. Look, see, he's on it tonight, dude. I love this Ryan.
That
Damn
that
it,
joke
right?
that joke would have come
You're
from
so
either
good
Ryan.
tonight, dude.
I don't know.
I also just some of it is I play different roles depending on who's on the show. We have a haha funny man, so it's like a haha funny man show. So that
No, you don't.
That's
you play
decided.
the resident autist every show, buddy.
No. Go listen to the one where we had like 4 people on. My entire role during that was just cracking shitty jokes.
Yeah, it's just because you couldn't get much. You didn't have the time to drone on and on about any random
No,
topic.
I didn't want to because I was like, fucking Larry Sharp's on the show.
Yeah.
Nothing out of my mouth is going to be smarter than whatever the fuck comes
Oh,
out
I
of
don't
Larry's
know that.
mouth.
Larry's very smart at what he's very smart at. Remember that. Toad, what do you think, dude?
Well, if Ryan is the guy on the show who is just massively autistic and makes bad jokes all the time, that is me.
Yeah, he's our
Tower
toad.
Gang,
He's our
so-
toad, but we call him our Ian Crossland. He's really our Ian Crossland, is what he is.
All right. I might be the Ian of Tower Gang.
You
then.
are the Ian Crossland of Tower Gang, buddy.
All right.
How's that feel?
It feels all right. It's better than being the Tim Pool.
The Tim Pool. Yeah, I would rather be the Ian Crossland than the because I am the Tim Pool of this show, unfortunately. Except that I let our guests talk. I don't try to cut them off all the time.
Oh.
I don't fucking try to sound like the smartest guy in the room. I know it's likely that I'm the dumbest person in the room most of the time. Right? Like I go into these shows knowing that, and it makes it way better.
Except for this show. There's a clear one.
I'm more like the Joe Rogan of this show than I am of the Tim Pool, because Tim Pool thinks he's the smartest guy in the room. Joe Rogan literally goes into every episode wanting to learn about what this person has to offer.
Right.
know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Joe Rogan knows that he is not the smartest person.
Right.
And that's how he does the interview. Yeah.
I wish I was more like Norm Macdonald, where I was the smartest guy in the room playing the dumbest guy in the room. That's the best.
That's your segue, because I know you wanted to talk about the fact that I saw Theo Vaughn on Sunday
Yes. My friend Toad got to go see one of my very favorite comedians in the world on Sunday night.
He's hilarious.
Dude, he is.
Yeah.
So Toad and I talked on. I don't know if you guys know, but we've been trying to do this show for like a week and a half now or something.
Yeah.
Toad.
night. Months, probably.
Yeah, months. But I almost died of food poisoning legitimately. Like my fiance Julia was literally like, "I'm gonna call an ambulance. You need to get in the car and go to the hospital right now. You're gonna die." She's like, "You're gray." Listen. I am with my own body systems a little bit of a hypochondriac. Okay, when I get sick and shit like that, I'm always super worried about whatever the fuck's going on inside of me. So when I say that I feel bad or something's going on with me, Julia's typically like, "Okay, all right, well here, let me make you some, garlic and this and that, and just go ahead and relax." And I'm like, "All right, cool, thanks." This is the first time where she was like, "Sweetie, I was terrified for you. It was the first time I was actually worried about you. I fucking lost all of my fluids in about 2 hour span, dude. I was dehydrated. I went out, I walked out of the bathroom, and I went to try and get water, and I was like shaking trying to get the water, and I couldn't even make words. I was just like, water. And I got my water, and I walked out into the back deck, the upstairs back deck, and passed out, fainted out on the deck outside in like 24-degree weather. I was sweating, and Julia's like, "You're gray. You're gray." I was like, she's like, "You need to go to the hospital." And then I have to go to work tomorrow. I'm just going to drink some water and lay down. So I was like, just started pounding water because I was like, I'm out of water. I know I'm out of water. And I went to sleep, and I woke up the next morning, and I was like still a little out of it, but I was okay. But I drank a ton of water and just went to sleep. I could have died. Dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I've lost all my fluids in the span of 2 hours before too, but that was from jerking off a bunch of times.
Fucking love you, Toad. And
16 is his record for 2 hours.
yeah, and then we were
Maybe, I don't know.
So
It was 32 in one day once.
So that was the night after I canceled the first show with Toad, but I had to cancel because Julia wasn't feeling good the day before. And then the next show we were going to do with Toad on Thursday of last week, Ryan was dying.
Yeah, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. We pushed it out to Friday. We're going to do the show on Friday.
Walking the dog, and I was like, got halfway through, and I'm like, crap, I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah.
So I make it back to my outside trash can, and I'm just sitting there puking my guts out into my trash.
Around all your neighbors are watching. You got that neighbor that lives behind you and shit. She's probably like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's just right in my driveway.
Oh boy, dude.
What the fuck are you guys eating in Iowa?
So I got sick. Listen, I am fairly certain that what made me sick was a bag of frozen mini wontons from Aldi.
What are the odds? What are the odds?
Listen, I ate them at like 11 o'clock, and I ate a shit ton of them, dude. Like they're little. They're like mini. They're basically like mini pot stickers, right?
Was it? We're talking oven or microwave?
No, I put them on the stovetop.
Okay.
And so I cooked them like you're supposed to cook pot stickers typically. I didn't even read the directions. But I put like a tablespoon of oil in the bottom of the pan. Okay. And then I sat them on the oil and let them let them kind of sizzle so they get a little hard. And then I put a cup of water in there, and I let the water I covered them and I let them cook for 10 minutes, and then I took the lid off and let the water evaporate until they get brown on the bottom. And then I dipped them in like a honey sesame sauce from Aldi that was brand new that I had just opened as well.
Okay, I don't know.
And that was at like 11 o'clock in the afternoon, and by 5 o'clock at night, I could not get off the toilet.
And these were pork, by the way.
They were pork.
You told me when you told me this on the phone, because I was like, was this chicken?
Yep.
It's some meat that you do have to cook properly.
Yeah, it was pork. They were pork.
It's trichinosis.
Here's the other thing too. Here's the other thing too. I used vegetable oil, and it was 2 days from expiration, but I don't think a tablespoon of almost expired vegetable oil would have done that, but it could have. I don't know.
I think you had bad meat. I think it was
something. It was something.
Protein.
There was something bad in there because it fucked me up. And the worst part about that is I had been sick for 10 days prior to having that. I was literally on the mend from like a 10-day virus illness. So, which could not have been COVID or the flu or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Got prions in it. Probably prions.
No, my brain.
Oh
is fucked up.
Yeah. What actually happened was they're trying to vaccinate you now through the food.
And my body was like way too American for that shit, so it just fucking diarrhea all out.
mRNA wontons.
It's like, oh, we're not letting that in the bloodstream. Nope. That's coming right out of you,
Directly
buddy.
from Wuhan.
Yeah. My stomach was like,
dude, when you're gray, you look at it says made in Wuhan, you're just like pass out.
Well, look, these were dumplings, man. So you're eating Chinese food.
Yeah,
so.
they were made in like some fucking. They're made. It's from Aldi, dude. They're made in some fucking farm in like Nebraska, some pig farm or something. I'm sure, dude.
Pangolin meat.
It's pangolin.
Pangolin is pangolin meat. Those little lizard monkeys.
Yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a seed oil. I definitely had some seed oil, and I try to do my best to stay away from seed oils just because I know they're fucking really bad for you.
Yeah.
But
okay. So they say fucking vegetable oil. They're like, oh, it's vegetable oil. Look at what the fucking oils are, and it's just soybean oil.
Yeah, it's all soybean oil.
That is the ingredient list.
To be fair, a soybean is considered a vegetable, right?
Yeah.
Or is it considered a legume? I think it's a vegetable.
Yeah.
I think it's a vegetable.
I don't know. That feels like it feels super disingenuous because it's like carrots and celery and zucchini and good vegetables on the front, and then he's just like, hey, it's all fucking soy.
Yeah.
It's a bean. It's in the name.
They do love to feed us soy. You know what I mean? I do legitimately eat very, very little soy unless I'm having, like, literally the most of the time, the only time I ever get any soy at all is from soy sauce. Literally, that's it. That's not like, I don't really do it on purpose. I just don't eat a lot of shit with soy in it. I don't like soy milk. I don't like fucking soy
who does?
bean shit. Like the only time I ever get any soy almost exclusively is when I eat some kind of Asian food. Legitimately.
What the fuck even is soy milk? Are they taking the soybeans and like milking them
They're-
somehow?
Well,
They're flicking the bean.
have you ever seen there's a video, I think it was a TikTok I watched. It was long as shit. You ever seen soy sauce made
No,
like old school
No.
in China?
I know it's crazy. how they do
It takes fucking months.
Yeah, it's like fermented.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fermented and there's these special steps and it shows it all in stop motion animation. It was nuts.
The Chinese have way more
How'd you
patience.
discover that?
Listen, the Chinese have way more patience for food than any other culture in the world, dude. Like they will, like 90% of the shit they make takes a week. A week.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. They do them, and then Mexicans making barbacoa, dude. They're like, yeah, dog, I want to make some barbacoa. I'm gonna dig a hole in the fucking backyard. Okay, it's 3.5 feet. I'm gonna put the whole fucking pig in there. I'm gonna fill it with all kinds of fucking charcoal and spices and shit, and then I'm gonna put a bunch of mud around it. Right, and then I'll put a bunch of mud over the top, and then I got these banana leaves that I'm gonna throw on top and shit. Like, dude, it takes forever to make that, and but barbacoa is fire. It's like one of the best foods.
Yeah,
in the
it is
world.
really good. I don't know if your assessment of Chinese food is actually right because, like, I don't know. I go to like Hot Pot and they're like, "Fuck you, you cook this."
I feel that's like Thai and like Korean.
Koreans
more
don't
than
fuck around, dude.
Chinese.
Koreans don't fuck around.
But
Koreans,
like Korean barbecue, you cook the food yourself.
dude, but that's what I'm about.
Right,
That's
yeah.
what I was about to say. Koreans are literally so lazy that they're like, "Hey, you actually have a barbecue on your table, and we're just gonna bring you the raw meat and you enjoy, dude." Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, if we're talking about the actual meals that are consumed in those countries, that's totally different from what we're talking about, right?
right?
So, like, isn't it weird the Americanized version of Chinese food and Korean food is better than the Korean food in Korea?
Bro, I'll tell you that I don't know about Korea. I've never been to Korea, and I
Yeah, me neither.
love Korean barbecue. I do. It's annoying that I have to cook it all myself. So just fucking cook and bring it out to me, dude. But and I love Vietnamese food. Some of my favorite food in the world, dude. Like literally, Vietnamese food is fucking bomb,
Oh, yeah.
dude.
I
Where-
love pho and banh mi.
Yeah,
and
pho and
shit,
banh mi are really good, but when you start getting into, they have the shit, dude. They won't even serve here in the Midwest. I think it's illegal, but I eat it on the West Coast, and it's like aged fucking pork meatballs, bro. And I'm talking like aged till they're like fucking bright red, like aged, and then they fucking barbecue these meatballs, and it's called like nem nuong or whatever. I can never say it right. 'cause I'm not
Sounds
fucking
good.
Vietnamese.
Whoa. Is it
It's
good?
the best fucking thing I've ever had in my life, dude. And we're talking like months aged pork,
Interesting.
and it's fucking so good, dude.
I've heard of aged beef.
One of my aged
Aged
beef
steaks,
is,
you know?
is normal,
But
but this
I've
is like
never
an
heard of an aged-
aged
Aged pork meatball?
meatball, dude. And it's
Why
like
the fuck is it illegal?
I don't know, but and then there's people in like Vietnamese communities that eat it raw with like a sliver of garlic on the top of it.
Well, we're in Pig Central, so if anybody in the comments can tell us a place in Iowa where we can get Ming Wu?
Nem nuong.
Nip?
Nem,
Hang on.
Nem nuong. I can never fucking say it
Nuong.
right. Yeah. Nem nuong. Like,
Josh, is struggling to say the
spell it.
N word
yeah,
right
I
now.
could spell it. I could spell it. It's NEM
Is that a hard R?
NUONG. Nem nuong. Or
Okay.
some shit. I can't speak that shit. But here's the thing. I've never had any of those foods in their respective countries.
Oh, we have Asian people in
neither.
Iowa,
Right.
and we have the most amount of hogs
Right.
in the country. So if that dish is available, it's going to be here. We'll find-
Unless there's some kind of food, like in California
Well-
has like different food standards, so they can serve it at all their Vietnamese restaurants. Here it's
Interesting.
like I've asked.